assessment number 5, Diploma of Community Services Case Management. Jocelyn Sunderland, do you give consent to be informed for this practical assessment?
Yes, I do.
And I am Sarah Sunderland. Okay. Hi Justin, what can I do for you today?
Hey, yeah, I'm going okay. There are a few things that I'm not sure about, and I was wondering if I can ask you a few questions regarding these things I'm having trouble with.
Yeah, sure, what can I help you with?
I have a new client who has requested counselling to help her make a decision on whether to continue caring for her mother in a home or whether to place her in a residential care facility. She has also requested information on potential care facilities and possible practical support in the home, whether she decides to keep her mother at home. She has also expressed concerns for her own mental health, but she said that she would address these concerns in her first counselling session. I've already referred her to the service, and she has stated that she's not comfortable with the personal information being on file. And she wanted to know if she can access these notes, if she wanted to. I told her I'll get back to her on that.
Okay. So yes, she can access her information through the Freedom of Information Act. Basically, you provide her with the document of the request of information, and basically she'll fill it out. You'll file it. It'll be processed, and then she can access her information from there. But you should also inform her that her information will be kept private, that it'll be kept in a locked cabinet. It won't be out for everyone to see. It's basically, everything is very confidential, and it's basically the only people that will have access to it are yourself, your supervisor, and any other services that she has approved to be on her service. Okay, what else was there that you need to know?
Do I need to have the client's written consent to contact relevant services on her behalf?
Okay, I'm going to ask you what you think you should do here, because you would have went through this with your policies and procedures with your induction. But I know everyone can self-doubt, and yeah, so what do you think you should do in this case?
Well, I know you need to. I know that you should always get verbal consent. So probably the next step should be to make it official and get it in writing.
Yes, that's right. You should get written consent always, just because then it's like you can, once it's written, it's documented. It's basically, it's there. If anything goes awry, you're safe. You have written consent, and it's there basically. You should just always put it in the client's file, so you've always got it fully documented where you got the written consent and what you got it for, at what time. So it's documented that it's before you actually got the service. Yeah.
Okay. Well, apart from seeking your support as my mentor, what other strategies can you suggest for me to further develop my skills and knowledge?
There are a few ways that you can do this, and it's basically called professional development. You can attend conferences, you can do workshops, or you can do training. There's also the option of gaining access to journal articles and also books to help you develop your skills in whatever area you're wanting to develop them in. You mentioned something about the relevant services that you were for your client?
I don't have the information that the client has requested regarding the residential care facilities and extra support for a mother at home. Would you be able to refer me to the most appropriate persons or organisation to gather the information for my client?
Yeah, we have a few organisations that we actually network with and we have really close ties with. The first is the Home and Community Care Program, which is basically, it provides care in the home, such as it'll provide care for just doing clothes washing, general cleaning and stuff like that around the house. It also does personal care. which is basically it'll care for your client's mother in the way of bathing, helping go to the toilet, and just those sort of personal effects. It also does maintenance, which basically more mowing, helping anything that's gotten broken that needs fixed that she might not be able to do. And then also it does installing of railings and alarms, which with dementia, those things are quite important to have around the house. The third is the National Respite Carers Program, which basically provides respite care for carers, which is so they can get a short break and not feel like always be in that caring role, which might actually help your client with her concerns of her mental health. She might just need to get out a little bit and not be so stressed about whatever thing is going on at the time. The third service is the aged care telephone advice line, which that provides information on the residential care facilities, and it'll provide information on, say, the cost, the quality of care, and information on applying for these care facilities, which can be quite a lengthy process. If your client decides to actually be involved in any of these services, you'll have to monitor her case plan and make sure that she's achieving the goals that she wants to in the way of deciding on whether she wants to keep her mother in the home or in a care facility. And basically, you also have to involve the stakeholders in that and have a case meeting with the client and the stakeholders. And basically, if the client isn't achieving the goals that are set out, that she has set out, basically, you will have to reevaluate and set up a new case plan. Well, not a new case plan, but set out new goals for the client that are easier for her to achieve and more realistic. Do you understand? Is there anything else that you needed help with today?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I really needed to ask today.
Okay, so you understand now that the client does have the right to their own information, and that you do have to get the written consent for the client to contact any other services. You now have the relevant services that that you can take to your client and basically give to her to decide on what she wants to do or refer her. And you know that you have to monitor the client's case. Do you understand where to go from here?
Yes, the information that you provided today was very helpful, and you've been a good mentor, and I feel like I can come and ask you things when I have questions or when I'm stuck on something.
Okay, so you do feel like I'm providing my mentoring role to you quite easily, and you're comfortable to come to me. Okay, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad that you're comfortable coming to me because it's always good to have someone to come to and ask questions. Everyone needs it every now and then, which, yeah. Okay. I'll write down the names of the services that we do provide, that we have networks with, and then they're basically on the directory and you can go find those quite easily. Are you comfortable with all that?
Yeah, I think I understand everything now that I need to do for my client now.
Okay, I'll see you later. I'll basically just write it down and yeah.
No worries, thanks.
Alright, bye.